What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 build video. Now shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. And in today's build video, I'm going to show you how to get 90,000 armor regen per second with no Memento. That's right, this is all just raw armor regen. I'm going to show you some 1v1s. I'm going to show you me and my buddy Walker here. Hold on, let me show you. So Walker right here, boom, he's still in the dark zone. So we just finished doing a little dark zone run, just me and him. He is a shade level 829, and here's the build he was using, Pestilence Vector. That way you can see for the clips. All right, so I'm going to show you some gameplay real quick of this armor regen. It's just straight armor everything, armor regen everything. It's the only way to get up to 90,000, but it's also sustainable in the dark zone. I'm going to show you where 5 people are shooting me in the dark zone. 5 players are shooting me in the dark zone, and it still takes them at least 10 seconds to kill me. It's ridiculous, the survivability and the tankiness of this build. So I hope you enjoy it. Sit back, relax, hit that thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about the build, but you have to try it out. It's so good. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We're about to hit 35,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for the support, but this is only the beginning. 2022 is the year for the Division universe. But all right, so let's do gameplay. This is going to be a little bit different because it's all in my recent captures. Now, again, if you're on Xbox, you can add me and see all of these captures before I release it. All right, so starting here at the bottom, I have 10 captures I want to show you. And these are all with the build that I am promoting with this build video. So this is in the dark zone. I'm solo. I just saw some rogues here. I decided to pop rogues so they knew what I was, doing, my intentions. And then I went up there to have a little fun. Lo and behold, it ended up being like an epic 1v1. So I hope you enjoy. This is me versus Vielvel. Here we go. Watch. Oh. So he's using some sort of measured, I'm guessing probably the apartment, but you can hear it from the firing rate. Nope. He got my shield down pretty quick, though. That's some body shots. Oh, almost got him. Oh, with the backhand. And he's down. Boom. And that was that 1v1. All right. Let's go to the next clip. And let me know in the comment section below if you preferred this style of the gameplay with me, explaining it, or if you want me to just show you all the gameplay clips. All right, so here's me trying it out in conflict. I do not like this build in conflict personally, but that's because it's too tanky. I need more damage in conflict. Everyone knows me and my conflict builds. Give me them red core attributes and just let me run and gun. But this was pretty fun. The survivability, you'll see. It's just outlive your opponent, hit your headshots, and watch them die. Let's see what happens right here. Oh, yeah. This guy almost snuck me. And then right here we have another 1v1 situation. Lady Death versus Lady Death. Bum, bum, bum. And he's down. Oop. And then we're getting shot. Up top. All right. And he's running negotiators too. But look at that regen. I'm already back up to full armor. Oh. And then right as I get up here, he gets hit by a damn grenade. It was crazy. I think that's the end of this clip. All right, next. Ba-do-boo-ba-doo. I think we go back to the dark zone. Oh, no. Another conflict. And then we're back in the dark zone. All right, so again, me just solo queuing in conflict. This time I'm running around with my FAMAS. I'm using both the FAMAS and the Lady Death with this combination. And you'll see as soon as I show you the build breakdown on why. they were throwing some skills out. And then this guy jumps down, so I decided to do a little 1v1 right here. Oh, got him. You could hear the clink from the headshot. It was pretty sick. Oh. Oh, yeah, and then the other 3 of his teammates are right here, and they all shoot me. Yeah, that was crazy. All 3 of them. And then watch, I saved this clip because watch at the end. Look, 1,000,004, 5,000,009, 3,000,000, 1,000,007. Like, this build is super tanky. Like, what is that? That's, what, 6, 9, that's 10, 7, that's 11, so that's 12, 2. That's roughly 12,200,000 damage they had to do to kill me just that one clip. All right, and then I think we go back to the dark zone for these last few. So this one, it's me solo, and then I got my buddy Walker in here to try a 2-man. Oh, for this one, I'm just clearing the DZ drop. A lot of people ask me about armor regen and PvE, so I wanted to show you what it does, you know, against named enemies, elite enemies, all of that. Because when it comes to the dark zone, the DZ drops are pretty much, you know, the thing you want to go for. And, you know, that's like the pivotal part of PvE when it comes to the dark zone are these DZ drops. Oh, almost blew myself up there. But then you can see the armor regen, it just comes right back immediately. I have this other NPC shooting me from the side. It doesn't even phase me. You see my armor regen, it's just steadily going up. It's insane. The amount of armor regen on this is just insane. No memento stacks needed, nothing. Just pure armor regen. And that's the end of that PvE clip. And then here we are, me and my buddy Walker, for these last few clips. We just decided to go into DZ East just a few minutes ago and do a little 2-man and see if we could get a manhunt. And lo and behold, I got some really good gameplay clips of me just 1v1ing, 1v2ing. Oh. Oh, my bad. Walker's at 874. My bad. So he's getting up there. He's almost shade level 1000. But just a clan member decided he wanted to play the division after a couple weeks off, and we got right into it. Got him a manhunt as soon as he joined in. It was really fun. But yeah, man, shout out to the DoD. We're on all platforms, and it's always fun just being able to link up with people and, you know, have a blast. I enjoyed every second of it. So again, shout out to Walker and the DoD on Xbox and all the other platforms. All right, so that was the first one. Okay, so doop-a-doop-a-doo. I think this was the manhunt part because these guys just wanted to sit there at the checkpoint, and then finally they decided to, you know, get froggy. Let's see what happens here.
Rogue striker drone detected.
Oh yeah, they're just throwing nades. Yeah, they're just sitting there on that corner. Now what they were doing is they were focusing Walker. They saw his armor, so they would focus him like right there, and then they'd go for me immediately. So what I did is I focused the first rusher, and then that way I had a proper 1v1 for this one. Oh, he's almost dead. Oh, I tried hitting the shield. That was pretty funny. There we go. Boom. Manhunt, baby. Let's go. Let's go. I think that's the end of that clip. And then we had a few more clips, and then we will get into the build breakdown. All right, so these last two clips were pretty much back-to-back, but they were great 1v1s. And I wanted to show you. All right, so right there, they just killed Walker. So I'm alone. It's 1v2. One of them's using Scorpio with Opportunistic. So I came out here, and lo and behold, they decided to come at me one at a time. So I got a nice 1v1 here for my first one. Dead. Get out of here. Get out of here. Alright, let's see if I get the whole clip. Alright, so he's running, what, booster with a striker drone, Scorpio, and Opportunistic. This guy's throwing the kitchen sink at me. I don't know why he's doing the booster hive. Probably for the weapon handling, huh? Probably. But you see how I'm getting shot by his turret? And my armor's coming back immediately. So it looks like I wasn't even fighting. And I just did a whole 1v1. Alright, let's see. It says I have one more clip. I might have just copied the same clip twice. But we'll see. Let's see what happens. I might have just copied the same clip twice. Oh, no. So this is the end of that 1v1. Because right after this, I get hit by, I think it's like 4 or 5 players at once. It's just ridiculous. But it was pretty fun, though. Shout out to Walker again for just joining me just off of the whim. We had some fun in the Dark Zone really quick, and boom. Now you have yourself a build video. Yeah, so I made that clip. Walker comes back out, and then the entire server starts ramping up. So here's a 4-man, 3-man. Nope. Oh, man, Walker went down. Oh, look at it. Everyone and their mom. Oh, my God, another guy just ran in. Oh, my God, look at that. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people shooting me at once. It's insane. The survivability on this build is really, really high. So let's just go ahead and knock out this build breakdown and get you out of here. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, support the channel by subscribing. And if you have any questions at all, just let me know in the comment section. I'm glad to help. But all right, so here we go. Starting off with the specialization. I'm using the firewall specialization. Reason being is I am using the striker shield. And for right now, the only way to use the striker shield is with the firewall specialization. So with that being said, I am using it for a particular reason. Because with the striker shield, you get that damage bonus per enemy. And that's in PvE and PvP. So I get armor and I also get that little, damage buff. And for this, I am running all blues. I have 2 million armor. So with that, I need these little talents to give me that damage because without that, I'm just shooting marshmallows. But you can see right here, I'm actually over 2 million armor and I am over 90,000 armor regen per second. And this is without a memento bag. This is max everything. This is the highest you can get your armor regen without the memento bag. This is it right here. This is the highest you can go. So I'm showing you how tanky and how crazy this build is because this is the highest armor regen you can put in the game without that memento bag. And with that being said, I actually think this hits a lot harder than the memento bag would because I have the perfect intimidate. So with the memento bag, I wouldn't be able to proc the intimidate as much. So I probably wouldn't run intimidate on the chest piece if I had the memento bag on. So with that being said, I would lose a lot of amplified damage doing that, but we'll test it out. We'll see. All right, so that's why I'm using the firewall specialization. And remember, the new update that's coming later on this year will change all of this to where I can use the striker shield without the firewall specialization. So I'm looking forward to that for sure. Now, as far as the weapons go, I'm using the FAMAS with In Sync. And this one is God rolled with damage to targets out of cover for that bottom attribute. I'm sitting at only 61.9k total damage because remember, I am running all blues. So I am really relying on my talents and my buffs to help me out because I'm getting the 30% weapon damage from In Sync, I'm getting the extra damage from the Striker Shield, and I'm getting the amplified damage from the chest piece. Now, like I showed you, I was also running the Lady Death because this is actually a lot of fun to run with the Lady Death being so tanky, because you could just run around with your head cut off and just wait until you have full stacks and then unload them and then run around with your head cut off. It's pretty funny. Like you saw with that gameplay, they were throwing skills at me and everything, and you would still see that armor regen just boop, 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 just keep, giving me full armor every time. Now, this Lady Death maxed out everything, God rolled 57.9k total damage, and it's a lot of fun. Now, as far as the sidearm, I'm not really using it, but for reference, it is the double barrel sawed off with preservation, damage to armor, and damage to targets out of cover. Okay, so those are the weapons and the specializations. Let's talk about the build. So this is a 3-piece Foundry. Now, yes, I will tell you that if you switch this Foundry piece off for a Bellstone Armory, just like this, boom, you can get the exact same armor regen, 90,031. However, what you are losing is a buttload of shield health. So that is why I'm running the 3-piece Foundry, because remember, you get the 1% armor regen, but you also get the 50% shield health. So that's helping me out even more running it with the 3-piece Foundry. So that puts me from 4.8 million to 5.48 million. So I'm nearly, I'm nearly 7,000 more, or 700,000 more health on my shield just by running that one piece of Foundry Bulwark. And 700,000 damage on a shield is a lot. So it's worth it, in my opinion, to run the 3-piece Foundry. Unlike, you could run it with the 2-piece Foundry and the 1-piece Bellstone like this. But all right, so explaining that, let's get into the build. Starting with the mask, Foundry Bulwark. Now, the Foundry Bulwark gear set bonuses I get from this build, I get the 10% total armor, and then I get the 1% armor regen with the 50% shield health. Now, as far as the Foundry pieces, here's the mask. Max armor regen with a crit chance mod. I'm using a crit chance mod because I am using an assault rifle. And when you're using an assault rifle, your crit chance is fairly low. Now, Foundry gloves, max armor regen. And then, you guessed it, Foundry holster, max armor and max armor regen. Now, this build is completely fully optimized, so you're not going to get higher numbers. Now, I do have 2 pieces of Golem gear. So starting with the backpack, I'm running Golem gear for these brand set bonuses. It gives me that 1% armor regen for running 2 pieces, and I wanted to run 2 pieces because that justifies me running Perfect Intimidate, and we all know Perfect Intimidate is my favorite chest piece in the game. Now, on to this backpack. This is God rolled, so max armor regen, and max crit chance with a max crit chance mod. That's right, doubling down on that crit chance. And then for the talent Adrenaline Rush, whenever I am close to an enemy within 10 meters, I get bonus armor. Stacks up to 3 times, and it'll refresh every 5 seconds. Now remember, it is different from PvP to PvE. It is actually cut in half. So instead of 20% bonus armor in PvP, I only get 10% bonus armor. And then going to the other piece of Golem gear, the Hunter Killer chest piece. My favorite chest piece in the game. Why? Because the 40% amplified damage is in both PvP and PvE. It is the hardest hitting thing you could have just right out the gate. It's really nice, just plug and play, run around, and get your buff. Now this one is God rolled, max armor, max crit damage, and max armor regen with a max crit chance mod. And then the creme de la creme, the piece de resistance, the last jigsaw puzzle piece in this build. are these Emperor Guard knee pads. So Emperor's Guard knee pads are the named Murakami knee pads with that 1% armor regen. Now this is my rarest item in the game. It is the hardest thing. It took me so long to get this item. However, like I've seen in the comments, some of you just sneeze and you can get one. So lucky you. However, for me, this is the rarest item in the game for me because it is a double armor regen pair of knee pads. I could not get my armor regen to this 90k point without these knee pads. Just for example, here are the ones I usually use, armor regen crit damage. And if I put those on and go to my stats, it drops me 5,000 armor regen per second. So that's why I'm using the double armor regen for the Emperor's Guard knee pads. Now the brand set bonus is skill duration. I don't really care about that. All I want is that double armor regen. I want the 1% and I want the 4925. Give it to me. Aw. And that's it. 3-piece Foundry, 2 pieces of Golem Gear, and the Emperor's Guard knee pads gives you 3% armor regen with that 50% shield health. I get 40% amplified damage from the chest piece, 30% weapon damage from the weapon, and I also have 10% damage to targets out of cover with the Striker Shield, giving me a whopping 12% damage bonus per enemy. And there you have it. Now for my other skill, I'll use either the Jammer Pulse or I'll use the Scanner Pulse, depending on where I'm at. And if we're going against some sweaties, I'll put on a decoy. That's about it. Now let's finish off with the stats and then I'll get you out of here. All right, so this is for the FAMAS. 61.9k weapon damage with 24.7k PvP weapon damage, 39 crit chance, 67 crit damage, and 75 headshot damage. Don't forget about the damage targets out of cover, the end sync, and the perfect intimidate. Now, as far as the offensive tab, 10% all weapon damage bonus and 30% AR damage bonus. So every time I use the FAMAS, I have 40% damage bonus total. Now, every time I use the Lady Death, I'm going to have 25% SMG damage bonus total. Gear Talents, Adrenaline Rush with that perfect Intimidate, perfect combination. Again, for the defense tab, over 2 million armor, 90,031 armor regen, over 336k health, 100k health on kill with a little bit of health regen. Now, going to the explosive resistance and hazard protection, these are both due to my watch level. So here is my disclaimer for all my build videos. I am currently watch level 2,832. That means all of these attribute boxes are maxed out 50 of 50. If you copy and paste my build the exact way it is and you are at or above shade level 1000, you can get the exact same numbers and results. However, if you are below shade level 1000, some of these attribute boxes will not be maxed out 50 of 50. So when you go to copy and paste my builds, some of your numbers might be lower. So just remember that. I'm not saying you have to be shade level 1000. I'm just saying to get the most out of your build, you should be at shade level 1000. It's a recommendation, not a requirement. There you have it. Here is my Foundry, my new Foundry Regen God build, 90,000 armor regen per second with no Memento. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe to the channel. I'm Kamikazevondoom, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.